I'm sure you've heard about forming a habit by an automatic repetition of a certain action for 21 days, 40 days, 66 days, etc. Especially when it comes to something that we're kind of lazy to do, but know it is healthy for us to do. So thanks to Ivan Pavlov, who is a Russian scientist, who was a Russian scientist, and his law of classical conditioning, a lot of habits have been formed, and the essence is this: make any needed action into a tooth cleaning, so to speak, process, repeating it for at least 21 days in a row. I've got to admit, some of my habits were also formed through this technique, and I would have continued on that path until one day I started noticing that my life started partially resembling scenes from a movie Click. Remember this movie with Adam Sandler? With the help of a magic remote control, the main hero fast forwards some uncomfortable scenes from his life. And over time, he starts missing not only those, but also the ones that he'd like not only to remember, but to experience as well. That's how some parts of my life started disappearing as well. Did I wash my hands after the subway? Don't remember. Did I feed my cat? Well, I have two of them and they look hungry, but they always look like that. So the habit of doing my first meditation teacher Narbekov's exercises for the spine had been formed, but I did not remember at all how I did it on any given day. I knew that I'd done it only because it was crossed off my long to-do list, but I didn't remember how I was keeping my posture, how I was smiling while doing it, and these were the main components of the exercises. I just didn't remember doing them. So my convenient formed habits became memory blackouts. I realized there was something that I was not doing right. I stopped enjoying the walks in the park, my daily yoga, writing my book. And when I came to India for the first time, I heard these words a lot, like awareness, consciousness, from every corner. I was told to walk consciously, talk with consciousness, sit with awareness. And it seemed to me that I understood what it meant, although it was a quite foreign word for me, literally and figuratively. And it was many, many years ago. Until one day, I understood that meditation, the famous here and now, and awareness is practically the same thing. So in Human Design and Gene Keys, we talk about awareness and about how important it is to be aware of your own type, strategy, and your unique way to make decisions in life. If awareness is switched on, then the rest of the rules stop existing. Human Design and Gene Keys raise our awareness in the best possible way until it becomes a part of our being. So how can we de-automatize and instead of forming a habit, form awareness? So this is what I practiced myself for a long time, and here is what I want to share with you. So first, stop meditation. This practice was brought to me by Osho, my beloved master, in order to de-automatize our action. So you can do it in groups or you can do it in your own time and space. In the lab conditions, so to speak, this is the instruction. We get up and we start walking in a fast pace, looking forward and down. We keep on walking until the facilitator or until you say stop. At that moment, you have to freeze in that pose. And during the first 6 seconds, you are completely aware of this pause, the stop, and the mind freezes for those short seconds as well. Soon enough, it starts working again, so we start walking again too, until we hear or we say the next stop. And you can repeat this 6 to 10 times. We also can do this awareness technique at home or at work or anywhere. During the day, make about 6 stops like that, no matter what you are doing at the moment. Maybe you are eating your porridge and all of a sudden freeze with a mouthful for 6 seconds. This stop helps to bring awareness into our action, bringing us back into the here and now, bringing sense of purpose and taste to something that we have already forgotten. Then there's another. Simple actions can also help to de-automatize. For example, You can do with your left hand something that you are used to do with your right one, like brush your teeth or eat, etc. Or you can walk to work through a new route you've never tried before. Or you can brush your hair, feeling every stroke and getting response from each of your hairs, making sound and breathing. Yes, that was my experience. Also, this way you apply the right amount of pressure with your brush and don't harm the delicate skin on your head. Or you can make a herbal tea from scratch without using tea bags. Each of us has their own experience. It can be anything really. Find your memory blackouts, act accordingly, and see the results. Then the question about how fulfilled was your day and either your cat is really hungry or not will be raised less and less.